guys, it's Elizabeth, the young retiree, and my beautiful assistant,
Gene, her husband.
My husband, Gene. So on Instagram, I was asked what kind of food we buy to have in our house all the time, kind of. So we thought we would do a fun little video for you guys. We'll start with what is in the freezer, I guess, so Gene can pop it back in the freezer for us. At our commissary, we've been really lucky. We've been able to find a lot of bison. How would you describe bison to someone who has never had it?
Just like ground beef, but better.
Yeah, it's like ground beef. Sometimes it can be a little gamey, but for the most part, it's not. For the most part, it's pretty mild. So I get, it's from a company called Tender Bison, which has no hormones, no antibiotics. So I get this 90% lean, 10% fat ground bison. And I pick up like 4 of these. It's 12 ounces. So I usually get like 4. I use it for chili. I use it if I'm making like a meat sauce. But usually chili is what I use it in. And then yesterday we saw these. They also have bison with beef burgers. You get 6 third-pound burgers. So we obviously would not make them with a bun, but we would just do the burger patty with cheese, like avocado, tomato, just kind of as like a weekend lunch or a quick weeknight dinner. The rest will go in the fridge. You want to get the eggs in the fridge first because that's like the... whew. So we went to the farmer's market yesterday in addition to going to the grocery store. And why are you like... There we go. I see like this much of you. So we went to the farmer's market in addition to the grocery store. And we were able to get... What do they call them? Flats? We were able to get flats of eggs. So we got 20 eggs. I had one for breakfast. We had 20 eggs for like $4.50. And the woman from the ranch or...
Farmer's market.
Yeah, but she's from like a ranch or whatever. Watch this. It's going to break. That whole row of eggs is going to come out. You see this whole row of eggs is not secured.
Well, let me put it back in the fridge.
You just open the door. I'll put it in the fridge. I don't want to do a handoff. That whole row of eggs is not secure. That one. She said that the eggs are good for 2 months. So we got 40 eggs. They'll probably last us about 2 weeks. So, in addition to that stuff, at the farmer's market, there was this really great bakery that had, like paleo cookies and treats. It was like no refined sugar and grain-free, gluten-free, which is really good. So that's why we went to the farmer's market for that and eggs, but she wasn't there. So instead we stopped at 2 different booths to get salsa, and that looks awful. See how it got brown though?
Yeah, because it's real. There's probably no preservatives in it.
I know. I wonder if you should eat it in one sitting.
You said it was 2. You gotta keep it for what, 2 days? You can eat it in 2 days.
Yeah. So we stopped at La Isla Ceviche is one of them, and we got chunky guacamole, which is kind of browned a little bit.
Because it's real avocado.
Oh.
How does it smell?
Smells alright. It should still probably maybe be good, huh?
Yeah, you just gotta mix it up. Avocados do brown when they're...
I know, but you would think that when you make guacamole, he would put whatever in it. You obviously need to eat it right away.
Do you want to give him a call and let him know?
No, but stir this up. You be in charge. Stir this up. We'll get a chip out. We'll see.
Where are the chips at?
Right here. I'm going to talk about them in a minute. Stir that. See if you...
Yeah, see? It's just on top. Yeah, see? It's all good. Smells good. We'll eat that right now.
Yeah, we'll eat it right now.
Look, see? It just... Yeah, because it's all natural. It's not that...
Yeah, but don't they put like lime or something in it to make it...
I don't know.
Anyway, throw that out.
We'll eat it.
Gross. So we got guacamole, and Gene got some fish ceviche, which is all him.
Mm-hmm. Put that in the fridge.
Put that in the fridge for later. So for the Super Bowl, kind of, We got that from there, and then from Mr. G's Salsa, they had a little tent table thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we got original salsa, some salsa verde, and some pineapple salsa. So
Pineapple's my favorite.
pineapple's really good. So it's important to look at the ingredients for stuff. So like for the salsa verde, it's just tomatillos, onion, cilantro, garlic, jalapeno peppers, and salt. For the original, it's just tomato, onion, cilantro, garlic, chili powder, red pepper, and salt. And for the pineapple, onion, cilantro, garlic, red pepper, chili powder, salt. It does have sugar in it, but we would not get that like on a regular basis, so that's okay. So to dip in it, we got from Food Should Taste Good. We get their sweet potato tortilla chips. And the ingredients are stone ground corn, sunflower oil or safflower oil, or canola oil, dried sweet potatoes, cane sugar, sweet potatoes, and sea salt. We don't eat them all the time though, and it's really one of the better like tortilla options that we found. And then we also got some of their blue corn tortilla chips. So basically the same ingredients. This also has quinoa, brown rice flour, and sesame seeds. But again, that was just for the Super Bowl. We would never normally have stuff like that in the house. So, also for the Super Bowl, to have just kind of some snacky stuff like for lunch today, we got this margarita Genoa salami, and we also got their hard salami. So we just picked that up. We're going to do cheese and meats. So then with that, we got this little deli tray from Kickapoo Valley that has Swiss cheddar, pepper jack, and Colby Jack cheeses. Just kind of, we would never normally have that, but we picked that up yesterday. And then one of the staples that I like to have in the house is Cajun turkey from Boar's Head. Just little, deli meat. That's really good to just kind of grab. If you just leave it open, I'll just hand you stuff to put in that drawer. For the Paleo spaghetti pizza pie from Paleo OMG, I just get Johnsonville Italian all-natural mild Italian sausage. It's pork, water, and less than 2% of salt, natural sugar, spices, and paprika. Since it's a natural sugar, it only has 1 gram of sugar and 1 total gram of carbohydrate per serving. So, it's a lot better than other brands. So, I go with that. No artificial ingredients and minimally processed. And then another thing that I kind of keep stocked in the house is from Tender Bison also. They have bison bratwurst. And I think they have... Of course, they put, like, their sticker right over it. I'm pretty sure there's there's sugar in it. But again, 1 gram of carb, 1 gram of sugar. So, with meats, it's hard to get, like, no added sugars and still kind of stay on budget. I think these are, like, $5.99. You get 4 of them. So, that's a good, like, breakfast, kind of for, like, weekend brunch, a quick dinner, or sometimes for lunch. And then we also get, when we get cheeses, if I don't get Applegate cheeses, I get Sargento. No, same bin. So I got Sargento Ultra Thin Colby Jack for our, and that cheese can go in there too. What are you doing? All cheese except for shredded goes in there. The shredded stays on top. Normally I do grocery shopping without my lovely assistant. Here, have a chip and guacamole. Here. For being such a good assistant.
Thanks.
And then for our Paleo OMGs, obviously I picked up some spaghetti squash. To do that, you get a spaghetti squash and you cut it in half and bake it. If you just Google Paleo OMG pizza pie, it'll be like the first thing that pops up. So we got that. We got the sausage. I get the Muir Glen organic pizza sauce. And then I use Sargento off the block mozzarella. This is 16 ounces. I don't use the whole thing. I use maybe half of this, if that. I just kind of cover it. That can go up on the top. So you're done with that drawer. And then I get peppers. I just get loose peppers for chili. I get orange, yellow, green. But produce is a pretty safe bet. So also I get chicken thighs. They're kind of a staple in the house. So, we don't really do, like, crazy meat, really. Like, we just get what's at the commissary. So, we get Tyson all-natural chicken thighs. I do bone-in, skin-on. And I'll either use, like, make salsa chicken or just cook them in the oven. You can see on the top shelf over in our, point to it, here in the top shelf of our refrigerator, you can see all those bottles of Tessemae's. They make really great marinades and kind of seasoning. If not, I also use Himalayan sea salt and pepper. I get these grinders at Sprouts. They're really good. I use them on just about everything. And also Trader Joe's 21 Seasoning Salute. I use that on like everything. And we generally have pork chops. I get them center cut chops with bone in. Normally we have pork loins, and I just roast a pork loin, but so I got pork chops yesterday instead, and they're just like from the meat section at the commissary, so there's nothing real fancy about them. And then from Tender Bison, we also get their New York strips. You buy them individually, so we'll get like 2 of those. They make a really good dinner. And then we don't really get a lot of there's obviously not a lot of fresh vegetables. Will you give me a bag of vegetables from the freezer?
Salad, you mean?
No, vegetables from the freezer. How would that mean salad? Thank you. We just get steam fresh frozen vegetables. We're really bad about food planning, and so sometimes we're like, let's go out to eat, and then our fresh produce gets ruined. So we just stick with frozen. Also, I get onions and stuff like that every time I go to the grocery store. But so this time, I got Boar's Head kosher dill pickles. Boar's Head is a pretty good, I guess, company to go with. The ingredients are just cucumber water, vinegar, salt, garlic, spices. And this is 1% sodium benzoate as a preservative, turmeric for color, turmeric. But so it's a pretty good pickle. I normally go with Clausen, so I think this is a little better than them, the Boar's Head. And then I go with Farmhouse Culture for their raw kraut. It's a natural probiotic. We have kraut all the time, like with those hot dogs and stuff. We always do those. And then for breakfast, if you follow me on Instagram, we're always doing like eggs and ground sausage. And I just use the Jimmy Dean all regular little sausage. The ingredients are just pork, water. It contains less than 2% of salt, sugar, black pepper, sage, red pepper, spice, and extractives. But again, 1 gram sugar, 1 gram total carb. It's a lot better than some of the other sausages that are out on the market. And then, of course, for butter, I'm a huge fan of butter. I cook with butter. I season with butter. When I do our eggs, I cook our eggs in butter every morning. So our commissary only had the Kerrygold Naturally Softer, pure Irish butter. I'm a huge fan of Kerrygold. But so it's in these tubs. I've never had it in the tubs before because I normally find the sticks at Costco. This will go just on the top shelf by the Tessemae's. And then they also had garlic and herb butter, so that'll be really good to put like on. I'll cover up my huge zit. They're really good. I'm going to try it on like vegetables and stuff like that. So those are kind of our groceries from yesterday, going out and kind of getting... Oh, and then for snacks for Gene, he doesn't really keep as paleo as I do. So, like, for his lunch, I got little mini pretzels and these little packs of, like, peanut butter cracker sandwiches and some trail mix. So, I kind of run out of options of what to give him for lunches. So, that's what we're... What would you normally like for lunch?
That's fine.
You see what I deal with? He doesn't even want to be on... He wants to be in the video, but not in... He doesn't want to be in screen. You look like a midget. Come up here. What is that? The whole world gets to see you being like this. So that was our grocery haul from yesterday. Gosh, thanks for watching and tuning in. And if I think about it, when we do groceries from now on, we'll kind of show you guys what we're getting and if we find anything awesome. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day and be well, friends.